Alright, so hi guys. I can't believe I'm having this debate again. But before we get into that, I am going to do a shameless self-plug. This video is sponsored by me. Hi, yes, it's me. It is sponsored by me because I worked really, really, really hard in the month of September. I couldn't think of the date for a moment, but if you're watching this video in the future, I'm literally recording it like on October 2nd. But I have new stickers in my sticker shop. I have 3 new sticker sets and a lot of other nice merch in my store. So yeah, this is sponsored by me and my Etsy store. I'll have some just pictures on screen you guys can look at, and it will be in my links down below. So if you guys want to, help an artist out, buy some stuff. I have free shipping, including international shipping for my stickers. So there's that. There's the shell. Let's get into the topic of the video that I can't believe I am making. So hi, hot take, not hot take. It is actually, ironically enough, really hot at the time of recording this. So I apologize for the background noise, but it is 5:30 at night on October 2nd, and it is 92 degrees outside. So air conditioning's on, fan is on, because, as always, I'm not going to let my animals suffer just so I can make an audio for a video. Could I go into my closet and record it like a cool person? Actually, no, because I don't have one of those really cool audio recording separate things. Looked into one of those, and I don't make enough to warrant getting one just for this kind of situation. So we are having cooler days, so hopefully I'll just have audio record on the cooler days where I don't have to have all the background noise. But anyway, we're talking about Inktober. Okay, yes, we are talking about Inktober because if you guys are not new here, I made a video last year that was actually really divisive about the, I believe his name was Alfonso Dunn, and Jake Parker situation with the whole ink book thing, and that was actually a very divisive video. As an update to that, as you guys know, both their books are still out. You can buy them. They are still a thing. Yada, yada, yada. That's not the point of this. But I want to bring out something that I want other artists to stop. And non-artists, because especially non-artists, you get no say in this if you are especially a non-artist in this situation. But wow, who would have thought that we just want people to have fun? Like, I'm being really sarcastic right now because I'm genuinely irritated that this is a conversation that happens every year since Jake Parker copyrighted the name. And before anybody says anything, do I think he's a jerk because he copyrighted something that so many people enjoy? Yeah, but at the same time, he did create the logo and the original props. So, like, I can't blame the guy for trying to hold a business. That's kind of a thing. But you know what he doesn't own? He doesn't own your art. He owns a title to something and a logo. He doesn't own ink wash. He doesn't own inking techniques. He doesn't. He doesn't. He's not the one making you draw right now. He's not the one making, you inspired. Or who knows, maybe you are a Jake Parker fan. I literally, and I say this with my whole chest, I did not know this man existed until 3 years ago. And I want to say that very clearly because so many people that I talk to that are not online don't know that he exists either. So I was talking to my friend the other day when I was talking about the whole Jake Parker situation because it was popping up again, and my friend was just like, "Who's Jake Parker?" And I'm like, "The guy that made Inktober." And my friend was like, "A guy made Inktober?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, it's wild, right?" Yeah, like normies don't know that, okay? Like normal people who aren't online don't know that. Many younger people don't know that. Literally me for years didn't know that, okay? And I'm not that young. But it's so irritating because I see people who see digital artists who join the medium and they're like, it's meant to be done with traditional mediums because that was the original point. Oh, well, you might have, a disability or issues with it or not a good steady hand or maybe just, certain things and certain sounds stimulate you in a bad way so you can only do digital art. Oh, well, I didn't take that into account. I just know it was created to be traditional only. Yeah, was it originally created to be that way? Yeah. But, hi, there are people with a lot of issues out there that literally can't do traditional art. I know. It's mind-boggling to say, isn't it? And I know I'm saying in a very condescending tone, but that's literally how people sound like when I see stuff like that. When someone worked really hard on a digital inking piece, then they worked really hard on it, and then you have people be like, it was supposed to be done with traditional mediums, or vice versa. It's like, well, I'm poor, so I don't have money for traditional mediums. I only have digital art. It's like, it's the same thing. They are the same side. I mostly see it, though, with the traditional versus the digital side, which, it is 2021. Why are we having that debate? Literally everything is digital now. I hate to be that person, but almost nothing is hand-drawn in, like, a big product sense. Everything's done on computers. So, does it take away and negate the finite and that words? I was trying to be smart with my words. Can't think right now. Trying to be better and, like, get, like, a certain grittiness to it you can only get on pencil and paper. Yeah, that's a thing. That there are some things that, even though we keep getting closer and closer and closer, there are no perfect programs to mimic watercolors. There are no perfect programs to mimic ink wash in the, like, perfect way. Will it eventually? Oh yeah, I fully believe it, because of just how technology is going nowadays. I totally see it happening in, like, less than 10 years. But as of right now, no. And there are some people who just like traditional mediums. Myself, for example. I always talk about this with my paper ASMR. I personally, when I write notes, I like writing them down on paper over doing them digitally. I have sketchbook moods. There was a time on my channel where I was just eating through sketchbooks, and for a long time I just, you know what, I said, I'm just not having fun. I'm not having fun with it anymore. I'll do my sketchbook stuff when I feel like it, but almost all my stuff's digital now. All my stuff's almost digital now anyway. And, excuse me, almost all of my work is digital. But am I inspired to kind of do a weird Inktober, Drawtober thing this year? Yeah. But I'm not doing any prompts. I'm just having fun with my sketchbook, and if I don't finish it, it's not that big a deal for me. But there are also people out there who, they do it every year as a business strategy. They do it because they're like, all right, I'm going to work really hard, and I'm going to make this into a zine, then I'm going to sell the zine, and then they're freaking out because they're like, well, I can't use the Inktober title. Call it something else. 31 Days of October. I've seen people do tea witches, ink this and that for themes, where, like, you just don't use the word Inktober. Is it stupid? Is it dumb? Yeah. But are people still going to use Inktober as tags and things like that? Yeah, because technically they worked with ink. They worked with ink, or they worked on digitally inking things. They did an art challenge. And we like to act like it's all kumbaya and everybody's all buddy-buddy. And, the art community is so supportive and opening, and it is, to a certain extent. But then things like this pop up, and all of a sudden you have these worms come out of the woodwork telling other people who are having fun they're doing art wrong. When, fun fact, there is no wrong way to do art. Like, at all. It sounds so nuts, but I used to be so hateful of my own art. And I truly mean this. I hated my art for such a long time, and I spent such a long time on it because I wanted my art to be perfect. Because I felt like there was such a high expectation that my art had to be perfect. My lines had to be perfect and crisp. My colors had to be perfect and crisp. My anatomy had to be as good as it could be. My anatomy was definitely not good back in the day. But it's a big reason why I stopped working in my sketchbooks for a long time, is because I would feel so, like, bad when I would see these amazing, epic, cool sketchbook tours where people do full-on illustrations, or they do, like, all these details, and they're inking so clean and all this and all that, and they're just having fun. And I would literally be, like, agonizing over a sketch for, like, 2-3 hours in my sketchbook, and then hating it because I'm like, well, if I just did it digitally, I could fix all of this stuff. And so I just and I'm not even kidding. That is legit the reason why I just didn't want to work in my sketchbooks anymore. Was I wasn't having fun because my artwork wasn't perfect in it, which is stupid because the point of a sketchbook is to practice and have fun and dick around. Are there people that do stuff in their sketchbooks and things like that? Oh yeah. Are there people that do fully rendered illustrations and things like that? Oh yeah, I follow a couple of those people. They're not normal. And by that, I don't mean that in a degrading way. I mean that, like, that is their medium of illustrations. If you notice, especially with a lot of people like that, usually that's their big thing, is sketchbooks, fully finished things, big things like that. They're not a lot of ideas, thumbnails, things like that. And once I just started not caring anymore, and I know that sounds really bad, because I still care about anatomy and color theory, but when it came to, like, a final product, and I looked at something, and I was like, well, that line art looks a little wonky, I'm like, well, I'll just go over it. Or, well, I'll just erase it. If you're a fan of my older videos, you would know that, like, before, I would have, 30, 40 layers whenever I would ink anything. And I would have it all on layers, and I'd be really, like, careful about it, and I would use the fill-in tool. Now that I'm on my iPad and I have this mentality of I just don't care anymore, I do, like, a really quick run-through because I finally got line confidence because I stopped caring. And then I go through with my weighted lines for my own style, and I go through and I change things around. And I'm here, and I'm like, wow, this looks really good, actually. Huh, it's a lot more fluid. It's a lot more emotion to it. And then I started moving that into my sketchbooks, and I'm like, whoa, this is great. And even when I did a doodle the other day where I was like, doodle's not that good, but you know what? I still feel like coloring it. I still feel like doing this and that. And I hated the sketch, and then I finished the ink, and I'm like, wait, this isn't half bad. I like this. And it's when I realized I just needed to take in my mistakes, and I just needed to be like, art's not perfect. Stuff people have been telling me for years, but I was like such in this mindset of, I'm not perfect, I'm not like so-and-so, I don't do like so-and-so, it's not like blah blah blah. Oh my god, what will people think? I'm supposed to be a professional and it doesn't have the sound familiar? Because that's me, a lot. That is my brain, a lot. And I'm sure you listening right now, if you are an artist or you want to be a professional artist, that's your brain too sometimes. And sometimes we want to just have fun. Who would have thought? Especially the people who are self-employed, where we just want to have fun and mess around in our sketchbooks, maybe have a color palette, maybe do something with our digital mediums where, you know, because iPads and traveling tablets exist, those are pretty much sketchbooks now. Literally just be like, you know what, maybe I'm gonna have a color pick, or I really do want to work on my inking, and I want to work on this and not so much focus on coloring and do things like that. And then they're like, oh, I'm having fun. I like this piece. I want to share it. And then you get people and they're like, well, you know, I just can't do that because I don't support Jake Parker. Or, I can't, why is it digital? Why is it not traditional? It is such a downer, and it makes artists feel like crap. Is that your intention, to make other people feel like crap? Because you are not a nice person if that is the case. If, like, you are literally seeing someone who is having fun and doing their own thing and using a hashtag and doing something that literally isn't hurting people, because it's not. Let's get down to the brass tacks. This is not hurting people. Inktober is not hurting people. You can choose yourself not to support Jake Parker again. Literally didn't know the guy existed until 3 years ago. So, literally, you know, so am I going to go out and buy the guy's book? No. Am I going to go support the guy? No. Am I going to use his prompts? No, because I don't really like the guy. Am I going to do the challenge because I think it's fun and a lot of other artists do it? Yeah, but if I don't finish it, I'm not going to beat myself up for it either. But then there's also the professional people who are freaking out. Just retitle it. You still have the artwork. The artwork is yours. You did the work. He didn't do it. Other people online didn't do it. You did it. And you should be proud of that. And I want other people to be proud of that. And because of just the crap storm that was 2020, I'm sick of this. I want the Inktober debate to die in this year. I want it to be done. I don't want to have it anymore. Everybody had a terrible year last year. I want people to just have fun and enjoy creating and doing what they want and growing as an artist and not beating themselves up for it. And then on the same boat, being proud of something and having people come in and just berate them. For chances are for things people don't even know. So there's my rant. There's my ramble. I hope you enjoyed. I swear, I'm not going to have, well, who knows? I shouldn't say never. Who knows what October's going to hold. But I have big plans for October for my channel, for art content, other content. I have a lot of collabs in the work that are going to be happening towards the end of the month that are set and good to go. Very excited about that. If you enjoy my normal content, I hope you had fun. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for the bot. I do my best to make videos every Wednesday. I've been kind of lacking lately, but I'm working on bigger projects right now. So I do make sure to post at least once a week, whether it be a vlog or an art video, but hopefully this, or something like a tangent, or a topic video, or a ramble, or a random podcast thingy voice thing with my friends. So, excuse me for that. I hope you have fun. Let's please have a good October. Just be nice to each other. Have a great day. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.